Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. So welcome to today's video, which is actually a wrapping tutorial. And sweeties, if you're new here and you don't know, I am actually a makeup artist, but twice a month, every 2 weeks, I'm doing a wrapping related video here on my channel, which I really love because it is part of my styling, it's part of my life, it's part of how I express myself and just how I live and how I feel beautiful. So that is what we're doing here today. And of course, as always, these videos are in collaboration with Wrapunzel, and of course Wrapunzel has supplied everything that is wrapping related that you're seeing here today. Now this wrap today is my happy holidays wrap, because when you're seeing this, I'm in the middle of celebrating Hanukkah, and for a lot of you, Christmas is coming up, and I don't know, whatever other festivals are coming in other religions. So anyway, that is what we're doing now, and that's why I want to dedicate this wrap to all the happy holidays, and may it be blessed and happy ones. Alright sweeties, so for this wrap, this is of course a super sparkly and super fun, and it's not that hard, which you will see in the tutorial part. So without further ado, let's just go into it and make this happen. Okay sweeties, here we are for the tutorial part of the Happy Holidays wrap. I don't know if you remember, it was either last year or the year before, I did actually a wrap that was I think the festive winter wrap or something like this, which was my holiday wrap. I highly encourage you to go back to that one because that is also a very nice wrap. Haven't done it in a long time, but anyway. Okay sweeties, I'm wearing my Wendy Shaper in blonde, and I'm going in first of all with the Tango Twirl scarf in spring green. Now this is how he looks, or she or it. So beautiful. Like, I don't know what is available, you'll have to check. I will link whatever I can, but anyway, this launched within the fall line of Rapunzel, and this is one of the highlights if you ask me. Seriously, so beautiful. This is quite the big scarf, so I'm definitely going to have to flip this in a little bit, and that's what I'm doing right now. So we're starting out super easy, and it is actually overall a very easy wrap, so don't worry. Okay, the only thing is you have to be able to stand knots behind your back, you know, otherwise it's not gonna work. But anyway, maybe you can try. Okay, I'm putting this down with both ends hanging down equally, more or less, and flipping it in just a tiny little bit in the front, just because I do show my hairline. If you don't, then of course you can pull it a little bit to the front. And now I'm just going to tie a knot behind my head. It has quite some volume, you know, that's why sometimes it's a bit harder to tie a knot when you have a scarf like this. It is not a heavy scarf, but because it is big, you know, and I love it. So anyway, so this is how it looks right now. Okay, now I have those two ends, and now for the next step, I'm actually going to use two scarves because you know that I love the volume, and I couldn't decide. So the first one is the Back to Basics scarf in forest green, which looks like this. Doesn't have like long fringes, but it has like a tiny little bit of a like baby fringes, you know. And other than that, it is, sorry, I have this white thing here. But besides that, it is actually a very plain and basic scarf, which is so suitable, especially when you wear a lot of patterns like I do. Like, I wear so many patterns, and sometimes you just need a scarf like this that breaks up all of that a little bit. Okay, so that is the first one. And then I also want to use the Sparkalicious scarf in green, which looks like this. Now this is pretty similar, just that it has like a golden thread in it, and this one does have long fringes. Okay, so this is how it looks. You can probably see the golden thread in it, and when you see them together, this is how they look. So the forest green is a tiny little bit darker, and it might just be honestly because of the golden thread that this one seems to be a little bit lighter. I don't know. So anyway, I'm going to line them up next to each other, and here you can definitely just use one scarf. Okay, I'm just doing it for the fun of it that I'm using too. Oops. Yeah, I need more room, sweeties. Seriously, running out of space. Okay, so what I'm doing now is, okay, I'm taking them like this, about in the middle, you know, so the middle is here in the middle. And then I'm putting it up over my shaper diagonally, I guess that's how one says it. And now I'm actually going to feed this part underneath this one and push it towards the back like this. And this one I'm sort of layering over my shaper towards the back. So we have like a line here that goes up like this. And then I'm going to tie a knot behind my head. All right, this is how it looks so far. Okay, sweeties, now I'm going to take one part of this and one part of this, okay? Like this. And then I'm going to tie a knot, but I'm going to leave a little bit of room here in front. So I'm going to sort of put it a little bit towards the back. A little bit. We don't need a lot of room, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tuck this away together with this one. This part here, I'm just going to bring it over here. And I think this is so, so gorgeous with this monochromatic look, but just with different finishes. It's so, so gorgeous. Anyway, so here, this I'm going to just tuck away because this has the fringes. I'm sort of just pushing it underneath this one because this one is going to be easier. The Tango Twill scarf is going to be easier to tuck away because it doesn't have fringes. So I'm basically just hiding the fringes under the lighter green scarf, and then I'm going to tuck it away here. Okay, now with this part, this is of course going to come up now in front of this knot here. So that's why we had to leave some room. And now I'm just going to tuck it a little bit so it's a little bit tighter. I just need that feeling of everything being a little bit tight around my head. Okay, so now I'm going to bring this one up here in front like this, and I'm going to bring of course this part up too, and I'm going to tie a knot right here behind, no, actually next to, sorry, next to this one that we created here. I'm going to tie this one here. Like that. Okay, now this part here that comes out towards the top, I'm going to just tuck that away behind here, sort of adding it to what we already did, because it's sort of, it just goes into the same wave, you know, it just sort of fits into this whole thing and melts into it. So we have this whole wave going on here, which is super, super nice. Now, if you're using, instead of a long scarf like this, if you're using something smaller, like a sash or something, then it comes out super, super short here. And if you have fringes, you can just leave them hanging out, and that's actually super, super cute. Or even if you don't have fringes, if your scarf ends like this, you can also just have it hanging out, and it could be really, really cute, you know? But this one is longer, so I'm going to just fling this over here, over this bump that we have here, and then I'm going to tuck it away behind. Wherever it's room. Wherever is room, that's where we're going to tuck it away. Okay, I'm going to have to do this a little bit tighter so it doesn't stick out like crazy here. But I think with scarves like this, you can absolutely like push them into place and stuff like that. I really, really like that. Plus, what I also feel is super, super nice about this particular wrap is that you sort of have these two parts. You have the separation here, like this triangle, you know, because you have this whole part, which is of course the main part, and then this part. And again, if you have a shorter scarf that just extends a little bit and you don't have to tuck it away, then of course you have this here, which is really, really charming. So anyway, this is how it looks. Let me just sort of check that everything is tucked away, and then I'm going to show you how it looks. This is how it looks from the top, and this is how it looks from the side. Okay, so I think this is actually a really, really beautiful wrap. And of course, again, if you want to bring it to a more festive level, depending on what you consider festive, of course, but you can of course use scarves that are super, super fancy and, you know, create something really, really special here, like whatever you consider to be the most festive. Okay, so for me, flowers and glitter and shimmer and sparkles, you know, doesn't get much better than that one. Plus green, you know, I'm living for green. So anyway, this is it for today. I hope you did enjoy this. I hope you're going to wear this wrap during your festivities that you're going to have or having now already, and I hope you will enjoy it. And please, of course, let me know how it is going, and if you're taking pictures, then of course please don't forget to tag me, because I definitely want to see what you're doing with this wrap. Besides that, of course, if you want to order something from Wrapunzel, feel free to use my discount code, which is Queen Leorah in all caps and one word, which will give you 5% off your order. And of course, you will find everything to my best abilities linked in the description box down below. Also the contacts for Wrapunzel, also my social media if you're interested in more looks. And besides that, of course, subscribe to my channel if you want to. I would love to have you here for more beauty content in makeup and in wrapping and in whatever, you know. So please check out my channel. If you're watching this on the Wrapunzel channel, of course also check out the Wrapunzel channel. It's a beautiful community, and it's a very, very helpful channel if you're into head wraps and related subjects. So please don't forget to do that. And besides that, I'm going to wish you a wonderful day, and I'm going to see you here for my next video, which is going to be super soon. And up until then, definitely go ahead and sparkle. Hugs and kisses. Bye.